Hey there, trainers. This is your friendly neighborhood outlaw, Johnny Starwind, and I know it's been a while since my last video, so I'm gonna take this time to talk about some new current stuff. And I'm guessing that's been developing in the world of Pokemon, especially with two things, especially with the upcoming 8th generation, as well as the upcoming 21st Pokemon movie. Now, if you haven't seen or heard any of the news regarding the 21st Pokemon movie, it is going to be dealing with Lugia. Yes. I guess the last one being Ho-Oh, this one's going to be Lugia. So we have all that goodness to be dealing with. But also, if you haven't been paying attention to any of the other Poketubers in regards to that, it's looking like for merchandising, they're announcing that of the merch, there's going to be a Pikachu, a Lugia plush, a Pikachu plush, Lugia plushes, as well as Eevee as the I'm gonna say female lead in the movie. I don't know, but the main female that's been shown in the trailers is has an Eevee as her partner, and then there's a 4th mystery plush that's going to be going out along with all that stuff, and we still have no idea what this mystery plush is. So the current theory is that I'm just going to sit down. Thought I saw my boss, but oh well. So the current theory is that the mystery is going to be an upcoming Eeveelution. Yes. And other Poketubers have also pointed out that, that since Eevee's introduction into the world of Pokemon, not only did we get the first 3 main evolutions in the first gen, but we also got Eeveelutions in Gen 2, Gen 4, and Gen 6. We're now coming up on Gen 8. So, if people are seeing a pattern, that looks like a pretty applicable pattern there. However many Eeveelutions we're going to get, though, is not for certain. Because Gen 2 gave us 2, Gen 4 gave us 2, Gen 6 gave us 1. So, will Gen 8 only give us 1, or will it give us multiple? We don't know. But the new Eeveelution might definitely be a tie-in to the upcoming movie, as the current theory is. So, that was going to be my little question. That was going to be my little question that I shall ponder for this video, talk out some ideas, as well as, leave it up to you to see what you guys think. So, the overall major implication so far is that the new Eeveelution will be a flying type. Dealing with the movie, considering that Lugia is psychic flying, and all sorts of other stuff like that. A lot of the, promos involving the movie have dealt with a lot of the sky and everything. So the current theory is that this new Eeveelution, if there's only one, it's highly likely that it will be a flying type. So a flying type Eevee evolution. A second contender in that is a dragon type. Makes sort of sense. Lugia is a unofficial dragon. It's typically out there with all the other legendaries, especially dragon types, and with the idea that this movie might have an alternate form, sort of like a primal form of Lugia in the movie, might give it the dragon type. There's that too. So this Eeveelution might be a dragon type. But will the Eeveelution stop here? Will we only get one Eeveelution, or will we get multiple? It's a good question. Personally, I would like multiple. I mean, everybody would like multiple. Everyone wants to have an entire set of Eeveelutions. One for every type. Heck, I'm pretty certain people even want a normal evolution of Eevee. I mean, who wouldn't want that? Or at least a Mega Eevee. If not a normal evolution for Eevee, then a Mega evolution for Eevee. That would be pretty hilarious. I mean, it's got its own signature Z crystal. Maybe might get its own. But then again, it looks like a Mega evolution is dying. No new Mega Stones were created. So we never know. So there is that. But maybe a new Eeveelution that's normal type. I could go behind that. I think a lot of people can go behind that as well. Let's see. But if I were to bring in Eeveelutions, new Eeveelutions to Gen 8, I would probably only do 3 at the most. But only based on however many Pokemon are introduced. Here's why. Gen 6 still had amongst the lowest amount of new Pokemon introduced. I mean, not even counting the Megas. That and Sun and Moon introduced the fewest amount of Pokemon to the franchise. So it only introduced one Eeveelution. Pokemon Gold and Silver introduced about an additional 100. So it introduced 2, as well as to go along with the new typings that were introduced at that time. 4th generation had introduced a good number of Pokemon to the franchise. A solid high number. So it also introduced 2 as well. So I think it all depends on how many Pokemon will be introduced with Gen 8. If Generation 8 can introduce at least 100 new Pokemon, at least in the triple digits, then we might get 2 Pokemon. We might get 2 new Eeveelutions. If it brings in less than 100, like X and Y and Sun and Moon did, then we're only going to get 1. That's my current vision of what's going to happen in regards to Eeveelutions. So, and if it's only 1, then it will be a flying. I feel like it has the highest chance of being a flying type. Second highest would be dragon type. As like the natural things. If they were to introduce 2 Eeveelutions, then I'd say both a flying type and a dragon type would be the ones. But if they were only bringing in a flying type and we're bringing in one other mystery type, I'd say I would like to see oh man, this is really hard. I might want to say a ghost type. You know, it's one of the weird ones. It's a weird, out of nowhere option. But, you know, it can sort of play off of all the typings that are there. Maybe a poison type. A poison type could also work too. You know, it would have the advantage over grass type, and it'd have a disadvantage against the fairy type and the psychic type. Flying type would have advantage over the grass type, but have a disadvantage against the ice type and the electric type. So I think it might have to deal with balance. who would have the best balance with introducing a new Eeveelution to where it would have a personal, you know, to where it wouldn't really be, you know, thrown under the bus, you know. Poison type would have the advantage over grass. Man, my love of grass type is hurting me so much because a lot of stuff gets, there's a bunch of types that get advantage over grass, and that you know, makes me feel very bad, you know. But you know, just knowing that advantage, you can take advantage of that. Let's see, poison has advantage over grass, and fairy type has a disadvantage against psychic type, you know. So if we're gonna get 2 Eeveelutions, the highest bets are it's gonna be a flying type. If we get 2, I want the second type to be poison type. It sort of has a fair amount of advantages versus weaknesses, more towards advantages. It's based amongst all the Eeveelutions. We could also get a ground type or a rock type, you know? You never know. So I'm going to throw that question to y'all. Comment down below, like, share, subscribe, everything. Comment down below what you want. If we're getting 2 Eeveelutions in this upcoming Gen 8, and flying type is the first one, what would you like the second one to be? Do you think it might be dragon? Do you think it might be poison, rock, ground, bug? You know, steel, maybe steel. All right. Like, share, subscribe. Catch y'all next time. This is your friendly neighborhood outlaw, Johnny Starwind, signing out.